me, everyone. Nev here with the Rainbow Cauldron, and this is your weekly general reading for March 25th through the 31st, 2018. And right off the bat, I want to apologize for not having a video last week. So my family and I have been going through an illness, colds, basically on and off colds for about 5 weeks now. And basically, as soon as one person gets it, someone else feels better, and then they transfer it to someone else, and then a new sickness comes in, and pretty much we've been on and off sick for about 5 weeks. And last week I just I was in one of my illnesses, and I just could not get a video out. So I do apologize for that. But, you know, we'll move on. And I got my tea here because I still got a bit of a sore throat. So I apologize if I cough a little bit. Maybe that was my own tower situation. I remember from about 2 weeks ago, the tarot reading where the tower happened. And, you know, that maybe that was my tower. So, all right. So what I normally do is I have an oracle deck that I pull one card from, which will represent the general theme of the week, something to think about. And then I draw 3 cards from a tarot deck, and they will represent the general flow of energy throughout the week. Now, this month I have been using the Book of Shadows Tarot, which is a 2-deck system. And there's a kind of an as above deck and a so below. And the as above deck is very spiritual, very mystical, while the so below deck is very practical, very down to earth, very relatable to everyday situations. So for this month, instead of having an oracle deck and a tarot deck, I decided to use these decks, and the as above deck will be the oracle deck, and the so below deck is the tarot deck. All right, so let's get started. All right, so before I pull a card, I'm going to take a sip of my tea here. All right, so spellcasting, which is something we got. I feel like this was the card that we got 2 weeks ago before our little break there. So spellcasting, it's the 8th arcana, major arcana card, and which correlates to strength. And so this card, as we can see, is all about taking action. It's putting words into action. We're taking control. So in the strength card, we see someone who's almost like taming a lion or some sort of strong creature. And here we have someone who's casting they're not just casting their circle, they're doing the spell. The circle has already been cast. They're going for it. And that's it's a nice card to see after the tower that we had 2 or 3 weeks ago, and the 10 of Swords that we also had 2 or 3 weeks ago, and so much tough times. To have the, taking charge of a situation and really shooting things forward and moving past it. And that's, it's a nice card for me to see after dealing with a house full of sick people. Oh my goodness. All right, so let's get to the tarot cards and see what they are telling us this week. All right, so the first card is the Knight of Swords. So we're still seeing some swords here. Okay, and this is also very connected to this. Then, great, the 9 of Chalices. And finally, the 9 of Pentacles. Excellent. All right. So I said that the Knight of Swords was very connected to the spellcasting card here, and that's because both of these cards have a lot to do with taking action and really setting forth actions. here with the sword, in the typical image of the Knight of Sword, we see someone charging forward with their sword, pointing out they're really charging forward. And here, this is taken more as you know, the pen is mightier than the sword sort of interpretation, and the Knight of Swords is not just about taking action. It's also and taking action quickly, but it's also about thinking through that action. It's a very philosophical card, and I think that's really illustrated here in this illustration, where we have someone who's really thinking through the actions. She's brainstorming. She's putting it out on paper. She's getting all that information out. She's tossing away some of that information. She's really working through it, working out the kinks as to how to move forward. And I think that's logical advice. I mean, sometimes, you know, it's not a leap before you look thing. It's a smart action. It's taking action and going forward, but it's being smart about it. It's working out getting everything out on paper so you can make a smart choice. And we move here, and we've got 2 9 cards, which is great because here with spellcasting we've got an 8. So when we have the 9s here, to me that shows that we are moving forward. We are getting past it. And 9s are a very auspicious number in the tarot. So with the 9 of Chalices, this is all about celebrating and wish fulfillment. As we can see, that it's very the illustration is very on the nose. It's a happy birthday party, and this person here is feeling very celebrated, feeling very loved and appreciated, feeling good, and that's great. And it's certainly a welcome card for me. I am looking forward to feeling great again. And then finally we have the 9 of Pentacles, which is of course very prosperous. She's you know, just that, you know, she's in the cold color of the house, but the sun is really beating on her, that warm color of the house. She's really basking in the fruits of her labor. She's got a table full, bountiful. Yeah, it's a card of feeling very proud and accomplished, like you've earned your rewards. So the actions we've taken here, you know, the being proactive, has led to a celebration and feeling proud and accomplished. So this is a great reading this week, and I hope that reflects how our lives here go forward, and I hope you guys have a great week too. So I will try not to have any more of these missed weeks. So thanks for understanding. I will see you guys next week. Blessed be. Bye, everyone. Oh, and happy Ostara, everyone. Slan.